You are watching Travel World Online.
So Mayfare Hotels and Resorts was started by Mr. Dilip Ray, the founder and chairman of Mayfare Hotels. And he started with a vision of being able to provide Indian hospitality, and especially hospitality from the east of India to the rest of India, as well as to the world. So it was to not just create iconic hotels, but give people an experience of a region that they wouldn't normally explore or didn't know much about at the time, and also give the opportunity to the masses of the local area over there to be able to be employed and extend real hospitality from the heart to guests visiting the region. I think Mayfair Hotels is one of those very iconic, very different hotels. Uh, while a lot of hotel brands go in the very minimalistic or cookie cutter standard style of developing hotels, we are very unique in terms of the maximalist approach that we have. We are truly a burst of colors. We are the flavor in your mouth. We are the culture, diversity, uh, the flavors of India really. And you will have uh, enormous size bathrooms, enormous size rooms, four-poster beds, splashes of color all over the place. You'll find a car in a bar. You'll find a stool in the bathroom. You'll find all sorts of small things that just make sense altogether. And if you really put it together, you'll understand how the small pieces of the puzzle actually come together and truly make Mayfair a very special and very charismatic brand by itself. So I think one of the key things is to remain true to the roots. Every region, every hotel that we create in any of the locations will always have an essence of the region as well. So if you look at our Gangtok hotel, you would have an essence of Sikkim in it. If you look at any of the properties in Orissa, you'd have a touch of Orissa very strongly put across. And in fact, if you go across our entire brand, you will find a bit of Orissa in it because of our roots being very strong and being from Orissa. At the same time, Indians, like the chairman, are all global travelers now. We know what is the best of luxury that is going on around the world. And we want to be able to make everyone who's traveling from around the world as well as within India, global travelers who are based in India as well. When they come to India, they don't just stay in a hotel room, but they stay in an experience, which is an experience of Mayfair. So I think I'm the MD of the Mayfare Elixir brand, which is basically the management contracting hotel company of the Mayfair Group. And we are currently a very small, we're a baby company right now. We're just about 2 years old. We have 4 hotels under us currently. And I think it's very important to empower your team, be able to have the right people on board that you can really trust. I think micromanagement is one of the biggest detriments and the biggest downfall for any person in a leadership position. If you have the right people on board and you know that they're working for the best interest of the company, you leave it to them, they leave it to the team, and ultimately it's delivering the best for the guests. And as long as my guests are happy, my investors are happy, that's what makes leadership all the more easier, while also being able to take those hard decisions, being able to say no's, but being able to keep a very open mind. I think that's the most important thing, because a lot of times when you get to the top, you get stuck in a certain mindset and believe that you kind of know everything. And that's one of the first things that you should make sure that you do, that every time you wake up in the morning, you cleanse your mind and make sure that you're ready to work with your team with a very open mind, and it just works wonders. We do have a few properties coming up. We're looking at the Maharashtra belt to expand further. We're looking at destinations closer to Bombay. Of course, we've got Goa already existing over the past 2 years. We've also started Alibag earlier, or rather late last year. And we are looking at a few more areas within the Maharashtra and the Konkan belt as such that way. Shirdi is also one of the locations on the horizon for us. Besides that, we are looking to expand the brand further up to the north and central India. So you will find us in places like Uttarakhand. You will find us in places like Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh. These are all the areas that we are looking at to consciously expand. I think there's no doubt about it. It is an essential and compulsory thing that one needs to do. Fortunately, the theme of our hotels is stay with us, stay with nature. So it's one of the first things that the chairman does when he's building any of the hotels. Besides building a Shiva temple, we also make sure that there are all the plants ordered in. The eco-sensitivity of the region in which we are building the hotel is taken into consideration. We try as much as possible not to cut any trees. We build hotels around nature rather than destroy nature to build the hotels as such. And that's a very conscious choice, and not just in terms of construction and building the hotels, but also in terms of operation. So we have all our hotels with their own mineral water plants. So we make sure that we reduce the use of plastic. We reduce, reuse and recycle as much as possible. Even the food waste is well managed and also used for fertilization of the plants. Water is also recycled and reutilized for our massive gardening operations that we have. I think through COVID, I think it was a good period for the entire industry to self-evaluate and see where we were going wrong or where we were going right as well. So there were a few niche players that were very conscious in terms of making sure that wellness, naturopathy, returning to nature, returning to wellness, returning to the earth as such that way was something that we were able to experience during COVID. And that is one of the trends that has been able to sustain through the COVID days as well as right now. People are still looking for wellness vacations. People are understanding the value of family time. People are understanding the value of just being able to immerse yourself in the destination when you holiday, or even if you're traveling for work, you want to take that one extra day for yourself. I think self-care has become one of the most important trends, and not just for the hotel industry, but also as individuals, we in the hospitality industry also need to take care of ourselves, because it is one of the most grueling industries, and we know that especially the younger staff in the banquet section especially are working day and night to make sure that guests have leave with us a smile on their face and a happy stomach as well. So I know the toughness of the industry, and it's really important to be able to take care of yourself as well. Besides that, I think technology has really taken a leap through COVID and post-COVID, and been able to give us a lot of data and analytics in terms of what works for guests. And it is imperative for all hotel chains to make use of data, make use of analytics, use those numbers productively and proactively to make more strategic and wiser decisions going forward in the best interest of guests as well as the profitability of the hotels. So I think in terms of adopting technology, we, of course, the regular adaptation of technology has happened with regard to the smart IDs, the smart televisions, the automation of a lot of processes within the hotel itself. But I think it's also important to balance it out. I don't think we at Mayfair would ever be a hotel where you'd have a self check-in. We value the human presence, and I think it's really important to be able to have that human connect going forward for guests who stay at a Mayfair. It was really long, especially having understood what the horizon is and how the scenario is changing so fast currently in the hospitality landscape. I think we're currently foreseeing about 2,500 rooms just with the MHRL brand. With the Elixir combined, we'll be over 3,000 rooms. In the next 5 to 6 years, we would easily be a 10,000 room plus portfolio with easily around 30 hotels, 30 to 40 hotels in the kitty that are operating not just in India but internationally as well. So we're looking at taking the brand international, and we're hopeful that that would be happening within the next 1 or 2 financial years itself. My favorite holidays are definitely where I can sleep. I think sleepcations are the trend of today and the trend of tomorrow. I think the value of sleep has been underrated a lot, and a Saturday and Sunday, if you get both these days to sleep, it's the best wellness recipe that I would be able to advocate for. Having said that, I do love a lot of adventure, whether it is high altitude areas like those of Arunachal, the beauty of just being in nature, being away from the cities. I think that's really something that uh, makes me feel a lot more refreshed and happy. Having been a Bombay boy and grown up in the cities, I think getting to the mountains, on the beaches, on the backwaters, having wellness and nature to be with myself. I think that's the most thing. 100%, it's the manpower. I think which is the most crucial aspect of the issues that are coming up in the hospitality industry right now, because the hotels are growing at a very large, fast pace. If you look at other brands as well, international brands entering India, you look at the Indian brands as well, they're all expanding across the board. With this rapid expansion, you need a lot of trained manpower. And post-COVID, unfortunately, people who are wanting to join the hospitality industry has been on the decline. So what's happening is that the avenues for people to work in, whether it is retail or aviation or anything else, people are actually getting into those. And it's going to be really important, I think, from the leadership's point of view, to be able to cultivate a new breed of hospitality experts and caregivers as such within our industry towards guests, and be able to develop the hospitality industry for the next generation. I think that's really important, and to create future leaders, that's the most important thing right now. The only thing that the hospitality industry would like from the government is to just be fair with us. We are an industry. We are one of the largest employers. We are one of the industries that percolate right down to the vegetable seller on the side of the road, and to the driver that is carrying tourists, right up to the top, bringing in foreign exchange for the country. So we're such a diverse industry that we really should be considered for some of the relief that is being provided to other industries which are larger in scale in terms of revenues brought in, but at the same time, we are one of the largest employers. We are one of the largest impact making industries, and I think just to be fair with us in terms of the taxes levied, or the kind of rules and regulations, they shouldn't be arbitrary. They should make sense. Of course, the government needs to make its share of revenue as well, but without pushing it, I think it should be a win-win for all sides, and that's all we ask for.
You are watching Travel World Online.